Greetings and welcome. Welcome to tonight's heart centering Hatha breath-based yoga class. To this class, it's opening the heart center, and we're also honouring the full moon today, due to there being a full moon in the sky between the 4th and 6th of November here in the UK. Today is the 4th of November. Therefore, there was a full moon last night in the sky. I could see it. So today we're going to be honouring that. So it's a full moon Hatha Yoga, breath-based, heart health and emotional balance with the moon's energies. So we're going to be using breath-centered movement for circulation and heart coherence. We're going to be opening the chest and the shoulders, opening the heart meridian, cooling, expansive and reflective lunar energy, and balancing the giving and receiving aspects of love. So it is a Hatha breath-based class. And we're going to start by centering and pranayama breath work to calm our mind, which then calms our emotions, our bodies, ready for the practice. And we're going to be working with pranayama breath. The breath guides the movement. So the pranayama breath, there is a demonstration on my shorts on my YouTube channel. So we're making that sound of as though we're steaming up a mirror. But we're doing that. First, we breathe into the heart. So try it through the mouth first. And then we exhale from the abdomen. So you can hear that noise. Now, we're going to try and do that again through the nose, breathing into the heart. As we breathe into the nose, we make that constrained sound in the back of the throat. And exhale from the abdomen. So this is Ujjayi breath, deep pranayama breathing, and it guides the movement. So we're going to start with centering and pranayama. So let's begin. Let's get onto our mats and let's begin the practice. Namaste. So we're starting on grounding into the present moment. So sitting on our blocks, sitting on top of the sitting boards and pushing yourself forward so that the knees are slightly lower than the hips. And we're just going to ground into the present moment, breathing in, lengthen the spine, lengthen the crown of the head up to the sky, up to the moon's energies. And on the exhale, deeply relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale into our lower spine, our root chakra. And as we inhale, imagine growing roots down into the earth's energies, lengthening the back of the neck. And on the exhale, we grow those roots, connecting into the tree of life. Now we take another breath and we breathe in to our heart center. And on the exhale, sending that breath down the arms, into the hands and the fingers. Relaxing the arms and the hands. Breathing in, lengthen the back of the neck, lightly tuck the chin, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the teeth and the tongue, relaxing the whole face. Now taking a deep breath into the abdomen, let the abdomen expand. And exhale, sending that breath down the legs into the feet. Now we're just doing deep breathing, as deep as you can. Inhale into the heart. Deep breath into your natural rhythm. Being aware of the space around you, the gentle temperature, the breeze passing through, the air passing through. Observing the breath, feeling the touch of your buttocks and the legs connected to the earth, and the space around the crown of the head, reaching up to the universe. Taking a deep breath in, observing the belly rise and the chest rise as you inhale, and fall back down on the exhale. Deeply listening to the sounds around you and the silence in between those sounds. Observing our breath takes us out of thought. Feeling the aliveness of the inner body, the aliveness in the hands and feet. Takes us out of thought. Feeling the aliveness. Deeply listening. Takes us out of thought. And allowing this moment to be as it is, no matter what's going on right now. Just allowing in acceptance and awareness. Rather than this shouldn't be happening because it is. We accept this present moment as it is in total awareness, which is mindfulness, presence, power of now. And allowing what is the end of suffering. Being aware of your inner body, the physical body. Just scanning the body and where you feel there's a little bit of tightness, pain. With each exhale, allow it to soften. In acceptance. Being aware of the mind, the breath is an anchor back into the heart. The breath leads the mind into this moment, into the heart. So here we are, grounded into the present moment. We're now going to begin with the yogic breath. So we inhale through the nose into our belly. Hold that breath without breathing out. We take the breath up into the ribs and up into the heart center in one full breath. Then we exhale from the heart, the ribs, and the lower belly in one full breath. So let's begin. Inhale into the belly. Let the belly rise and expand. Taking that breath up into the ribs, up into the upper heart, the chest, the heart center. And exhale down the heart, the ribs, and the lower belly. Let's do that again. Inhale into the lower belly, up into the ribs, the heart, and exhale from the heart, the ribs, the lower belly. And again, into the belly, the ribs, the upper chest. Pause. Exhale down from the heart, into the ribs, into the lower belly. One more time. Inhale into the belly, up into the ribs, the heart. Exhale down the heart, the ribs, and the lower belly. Well done. We're going to begin our warm up now. I've wrote the class. So our affirmation here: as the moon reaches fullness, I open to clarity, compassion, and inner illumination. Feel your heartbeat as a rhythm of connection to yourself, to others, and to nature. So we're just going to begin to warm up as we move into Tadasana. So taking your head over to the side, inhale first, into the heart, gentle ujjayi breath. Exhale, taking your right ear to your right shoulder. Let that left stretch on the left side of the neck. Inhale up to center. Exhaling from the abdomen, ujjayi, taking the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale up to center. Let's do some neck circles. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder, bringing the neck down and around over to the left. Inhale, up around the back. Exhale, down and round. Inhale, up and round the back. We're going 3 one way. When you've done 3 one way, we inhale up the other way, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, down and round. Nice and slow. Warming up that neck. Inhale, bringing the head up to center. Inhale, exhale, sorry. Inhale, let the breath lead the movement. Inhale into the heart, bring the arms overhead. Exhale down from the abdomen. Well done. Removing the block now. We're coming on to hands and knees. Inhale, bringing the belly towards the mat, looking up. Exhale, arching the spine, look between the legs. Inhale, bring the belly towards the mat, look up. Exhale, arch the spine, look between the legs. Inhale, bring the belly towards the mat, look up and opening up the heart. Exhale, chin to chest, arching the spine. One more. Warming up that spine. And bring yourself into tabletop. And then exhale in to downward dog. So here we're going to walk the dog, which means just trying to get those heels onto the mat. And we push away with our hands. The head is between the shoulders. The neck is in line with the spine. And we push away. Walking those heels onto the mat. Inhale into the heart and lengthening. Exhale from the abdomen, pushing that tailbone up to the sky, hands pushing away. And then on the inhale into the heart, walking the hands up into forward fold. Exhale into the fold. And inhale, coming up into mountain pose. Okay, so now we're going into the standing asanas. I'm just going to move that up so that you can see me in the standing asanas. Okay, that's it. So we're going to be starting with mountain pose. Okay, see you can see me okay. Just push that back a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're starting in mountain pose. So feet are maybe a fist and a half apart, curling the toes, rounding the feet, arching the feet, and then spreading the toes and grounding the feet into the earth. So we're taking a deep breath into the heart, lengthening the spine, lengthening the crown of the head up to the sky. On the exhale, relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. We're grounding like a tree. So we're going to do the mountain floor before we move into the Chandra Namaskara, moon salutations. Ujjayi breath. So we inhale into the heart. Remember, the breath guides the movement. Inhale into the heart. Begin to rise the arms up overhead, bringing the palms together. On the exhale from the abdomen, we're going to bring the arms back down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen, coming back down. Inhale into the heart, let the heart and the breath guide the movement, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen, bringing the arms back down. One more, and this time we're going to hold our arms up overhead. Inhale, lifting up. Keeping the arms there. Exhale from the abdomen. Grounding, growing roots into the earth. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale into the heart, lengthening. Exhale from the abdomen, bringing the arms back down. Well done. We're now going to move in to our sun salutation. So we're connecting to the earth and we're doing the stability of the spine and presence of the heart in the mountain pose. So just following me for the Chandra Namaskara. So we begin standing in mountain pose. Inhale into the heart, lifting up the hands. Exhale, leaning over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, leaning over to the left. This is the crescent moon. Inhale into the heart, Ujjayi breath, leading up to the center. Exhale, taking your legs wide, bending the knees, opening up the arms. Inhale into the heart, lifting up.
Taking that right foot 45 degrees and the left foot, the right foot 90 degrees, the left foot 45 degrees. Lifting up the arms. Exhale, coming down into the triangle. Then we put our head down towards this right front foot. Bring our knee down and our foot flat on the floor, and we inhale up. Exhale, taking this right leg and bringing that left leg out. Then we come into a squat, bringing the feet together, and we squat in the center, taking a deep breath here. Exhale from the abdomen. Now taking the left foot out to the side, bending the knee and lengthening this right foot. Taking a breath here. Coming round onto that front leg. The right leg is on the mat with the feet flat on the mat, and we inhale up into a low lunge. And exhale. Inhale. Coming up. Coming forward onto that front left leg. Inhale, taking your hand into the inner leg and coming up into triangle. Stepping the feet out. Stepping up into mountain. Inhale over to the left. Exhale over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, bringing the arms down to the palms to the heart center. Well done. So we'll go through that again. We're going to take one deep inhale and exhale, Ujjayi breath in each pose, asana, so that we're ready to go into the next one, and you can follow me along. So here we go. Grounding in mountain pose. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale, lifting the arms overhead, palms together. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale up to center. Exhale, taking your arms out, legs wide, bend the knees. We'll take a breath here. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen. Taking that left leg 45, the right leg 90. Inhale, bringing up the arms. Exhale, going across and down into the triangle. Take a breath here. Inhale to the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen. Taking us over or across that front leg. Taking a breath here. Bending that knee, coming down, left leg, knee and foot, front of the foot on the floor into low lunge. Inhale, lifting up the arms. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale, bending that front right leg and stretching out the left leg. Taking a breath. Inhale. Exhale from the abdomen. Bringing both legs up into squat. If you need support here, keep your hands on the mat. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen. Bending that left knee now and taking the right leg out to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Turning around onto that front left leg. The right leg is on the mat from the knee downwards. Low lunge. Inhale, coming up. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale. Exhale. Now straightening that front left leg. Bringing the back leg foot 45 degrees. We're going to lean over that front leg. Inhale. Exhale from the abdomen. Bringing that left hand round as we come up into the triangle. Inhale. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale. Exhale from the abdomen. Then bring in our legs wide, bend the knees, arms out, taking a breath. Exhale. Stepping up into mountain pose. Inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, leaning over to the left. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale into the heart, coming up to center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up to center. And exhale, palms down to the heart center. Well done. Just take a nice deep breath here. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. Now let's see if we can do that a little bit faster, because you've kind of got the hang of it now. And we are honouring the moon, opening up the heart. Check that volume. That's it. Okay, so let's do that. See if we can do it a little bit quicker. Inhale, lifting up the arms. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up to center, into the heart. Ujjayi breath. Exhale over to the left from the abdomen. Inhale up to center. Exhale, taking the legs wide, bending the knees, arms out. Inhale, straightening the front right leg. The left leg is 95 degrees. Inhale, lifting up the arms. Exhale, coming across and down into the triangle. Inhale into the heart, lifting up in the triangle. Exhale, coming down across that front leg. Inhale, bringing the left knee and bottom lower leg onto the mat. Inhale up into low lunge. Exhale, keeping that right leg bent, bringing out the left leg straight. Inhale. Exhale. Coming up into the squat. Bending both knees, palms together. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping that left leg bent, bringing out the right leg. And you can hold onto the mat if you can't balance yet. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping that left leg bent, bringing out the right leg. The lower front of the right leg is on the mat. Inhale, coming up into low lunge. Exhale, coming up. 45 degrees on the back foot, 90 degrees, coming across that front leg. Inhale, bringing the hand into the inner, that front left leg as we move into triangle. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen. Stepping the legs wide, bringing the arms out. Inhale. Exhale. Stepping up into mountain, lifting up the arms. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, arms to the heart center. Well done. Take a couple of breaths there. My heart is strong, open and fearless. So the breath has guided us through the Chandra Namaskara, which is the moon salutation. We're now going to move into Warrior One pose. Okay. And this opens the front body. Feel courage, compassion and calm. My heart is strong, open and fearless. So we take that front leg 90 degrees. The back leg, left leg is 45. Okay. Bend that front right knee so that the knee is in line with the ankle. And we inhale, lifting up the arms, bringing kind of just leaning back a little bit to create a little back stretch in that spine. We exhale from the abdomen, coming down, bringing the hands to the side of that front right foot. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Lean back. Exhale from the abdomen, coming down. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen, coming down. You're going to hold it now. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to hold this for 3 breaths. Inhale, lengthen up. Reach up. Exhale from the abdomen. The gaze is looking up or forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bringing the arms back down, clasping them behind your back, and stepping back up into mountain pose. So we now go back with the right foot. So I'm going to come to the other side of the mat so you can see me stepping back the right foot now, 45 degrees. The front foot is 90, the heels are in line. We bend that front left knee now. So we don't want to go too far over or too far back. It should be in line with the ankle. In, turning the body to face that front bent left leg. Inhale, lifting up. Going back a little bit. Exhale from the abdomen, ujjayi breath coming down across that foot. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen, coming back down. Inhale from the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen, coming back down. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to hold it now, creating the torso is facing forward, create a little bend in that back in the spine. Inhale, lifting up in the arms and through the chest. Inhale, exhale from the abdomen, strength. Inhale into the heart, receptivity. Exhale from the abdomen, grounding. Last breath, inhale into the heart. Exhale, bring the arms down, clasp them behind your back, look up and step up into mountain. Well done. Well done. Let's take a deep breath here in mountain pose. Inhale into the heart, lengthen. Exhale from the abdomen. So now we're going to move into the triangle pose. And it's very much the same with the legs. Okay. And this helps to balance the metal and the fire elements, the lungs, grief, and the heart, joy. So, taking the right foot out, 90 degrees, the back foot, the left foot, 45. Bringing the torso forward to start. Inhale, lifting up the arms. Exhale, looking across at that right arm. And we inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhale, coming across. We kind of lift our waist and our hips across that front right leg, the straight leg. And exhale, coming down, bringing that hand into the front, onto the side of the thigh, that right leg. At the end of the exhale, we look down and we inhale into the heart, coming back up. Exhale from the abdomen, lean across, come down. Into the exhale, look down at that front left, right foot, and inhale, coming back up. Exhale, going across and down. At the end of the exhale, look down and inhale into the heart, coming back up. We're going to move into the static hold now. Taking a breath, inhale into the heart. Exhale, coming across and down. We're going to hold it here now. You can either look up at your hand or look straight ahead, depending on your neck. Inhale into the heart. Try not to lean too far forward, keeping the torso in line, not too far back. Inhale into the heart, lift up. Exhale from the abdomen, grounding. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Keeping that front left hip back. Exhale from the abdomen. Last breath. At the end of the exhale, look down at that right front foot and inhale into the heart, Ujjayi breath, coming back up. Standing into mountain pose, well done. Let's take a breath here in mountain pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale from the abdomen. Taking the right foot 45 degrees and the left foot 90 degrees as we move into the other side. Inhale, lifting up the arms. Looking over at that left hand and exhale from the abdomen, bringing our hips across, our waist across, and we come down into the triangle. At the end of the exhale, look down at that front left 90-degree foot and inhale into the heart, coming back up. Exhale, moving our hips across that front leg and down. At the end of the exhale, look down at that front leg and inhale into the heart, coming back up. Exhale from the abdomen, going across and down. Into the exhale, look at the foot, inhale, coming back up. Exhale, going across from the waist and down. We're going to hold it here now. Inhale, lengthening, making sure that front hip stays back, not too forward. Lift up. Exhale from the abdomen, grounding. Inhale up into the heart, lengthen. Exhale from the abdomen, grounding. Last breath. Inhale, lift up to the moon. Exhale from the abdomen, grounding. At the end of the exhale, look down at the left front foot. And inhale, coming back up. And exhale, stepping back into mountain pose. Well done. Taking a deep breath in and out. We're going to be moving onto the mat now. So I'm just going to slightly adjust the camera so that you can see better on the mat. Here we go. So we're now moving in. Do it on here so I remember. I'm going to be moving into the camel pose now, and this really opens up the heart center. And we're going to be opening up the heart to the moon. It opens the front body, activating the heart chakra and hatha and stimulating the circulation. If this is too much, you can sit in child's pose to rest and neutralize the spine. Okay. And this is great for the entire spine. Now, if this is too much, like I say, you can just do child's pose. So we come down onto our knees. Inhale. Then we take our fingers and put them onto our heels, like this. And then we inhale, looking up. Exhale, coming back up to center. Inhale, into center, exhale, coming back. Now, if that's too, and then we're going to hold it in the camel pose. Now, if that's too much, you can just come down into child's pose, open up your knees, space between your knees, coming down, putting your forehead on the mat, and reaching out those fingers, and just hold it in child's pose. If the camel is too much, but it's really good opening up the heart center, and it's it kind of releases all the pressure on the spine. It's really good for the spine. So inhale into the heart, choose what you want to do. Exhale with your hands on your hips, gently look up out the spine. Inhale nice and slowly so you don't get dizzy, coming up to center. Exhale, arching the spine, looking back. Inhale up to center. And exhale, taking your fingers on your knees or just keeping your hands on your hips if that's better for you. But if you want to go deeper, put your fingertips on your heels. I'm going to hold it for 3 breaths. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. If the neck's hurting, just look forward. Last breath. And inhale, coming back up. Well done. It is a tough one, that one. Okay. So the next one we're going to do is seated forward fold. Paschimottanasana, reflection and release. Okay. So we're turning inward, balancing the heart's outward expansion with introspection and surrender. So we're sitting on our top of our sitting bones. So push yourself up, and on top of your sitting bones, the feet are flexed. Inhale, lifting up the arms. Inhale into the heart, Ujjayi. Exhale, we're hinging from the hips, trying to keep that spine straight. Grabbing onto your toes or your lower ankles or your knees, whatever is comfortable, and coming down. Inhale into the heart, lifting up slowly. Exhale from the abdomen, keeping that spine straight. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen, coming back down. One last one. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale. We're going to hold it now, coming back down. So we're resting the heart over the thighs. If you can just get your head in, forehead down as far as you can. Inhale into the heart on each exhale, deepening down into the stretch. If you can only come this far, that's okay, just as far as you can. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale from the abdomen, deepening a bit further down as if you can. One last breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lifting up the arms. Exhale, bringing the arms back down to the center, to the sides. Remember, when we inhale into the heart, ujjayi. When we exhale from the abdomen. So now we're going to move into reclined twist. And after this one, we're going to do a beautiful one, and then it'll be time to do our yoga nidra heart meditation. Okay. Now the reclined twist is going to be messaging the heart and lungs, promoting venous return, aiding emotional release. And it's really good for the spine, for the flexibility of the spine. So we're lying flat on our mat, as though we're going into Shavasana. Taking that left arm out to the side. Inhale, bringing the left knee up. Grab it with your right hand and the chin is tucked into the chest. Inhale into the heart. On the exhale, taking that knee down towards the floor, across the right straight leg, looking over at the left arm. Inhale into the heart, coming back to center. Exhale, taking it across the body, looking at your left arm. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, taking it across the body, looking at your left arm. Inhale, coming back up to center. We're going to move into the static hold now. Exhale, taking that knee across that right extended leg. And here, we hold it with our hand. If you need to put a pillow under that knee, if you need a pillow here to rest your knee, that's okay. We're going to inhale. And as we inhale, we're lengthening that spine into the twist. Exhale, deepening and softening down into the twist. Inhale, lift from the lower spine up to the top of the spine. Exhale, deepening that stretch across the body. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen. It's a beautiful stretch this. Recline twist. Last breath. Inhale into the heart. Deepening that spine, that stretch. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale, bringing the leg back to center. Straightening that leg. Let's take a breath here. Just feeling now the difference of the left side to the right side, that we've just done the twist on the left side. And you'll notice that the left side feels more aligned, more awakened, and more open. Just noticing the subtle differences. Now we move on to the right side, taking the right arm out to the side. Inhale, bringing up the right knee and holding it with your left arm. The right arm is out at the side. The left arm is open, holding the right knee. The chin is towards the chest. Inhale into the heart. Exhale, taking the knee across that extended left leg. Inhale into the heart. Exhale, taking that knee across the left leg. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale into the heart, back up to center. Exhaling from the abdomen. Taking the knee across. Last one in the floor. Inhale up to center. Exhaling from the abdomen, taking that knee across the body. We're going to hold it here now. Inhale into the heart, lengthening. Exhaling from the abdomen. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale up through that spine, really rinsing out all that toxic, stale energy. Exhale from the abdomen. Last one. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. Inhale, bringing the knee back to center and into Shavasana. Taking a deep breath. We're now going to move into legs up the wall before we move into Shavasana. So if you want to get a little cushion here and put it kind of under the edge of your buttocks, just to help you keep your legs up. I've got my pillows, so I'm going to use a towel. And this is a beautiful, beautiful pose. It's really good to get that energy flowing back down into our hearts. So, taking your buttocks and putting them just on the edge of the pillow or rolled up blankets. And then lying down, and we inhale, bringing up those legs up straight like this. And you can kind of adjust the pillow or the cushion. So it's just kind of on the edge of your buttocks, but it's going to help you keep your legs up. Okay. And this is legs up the wall. And this has psychological benefits. It improves venous return, it lowers blood pressure and calms the parasympathetic system. And our heart affirmation here is, I rest in the rhythm of my breath and the pulse of the moon. And this is a powerful restorative pose that helps with sending blood flow to your core, eases stress, helps you sleep, calms your nerves, relieves swollen ankles, and relieves varicose veins, relieves headaches and improves digestion. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pose. So lifting our arm, you can either have your arms at the side or out at the side, or if you put them up above your head, we're going to be working that lung and large intestine meridian that we did last with the metal element and autumn, and connecting to autumn and the full moon, the beaver full moon, where the beavers are running around scurrying to get their harvest in and their food in for the winter. Inhale, keeping that chin tucked towards the chest. Inhale into the heart, gentle ujjayi breath. Exhaling from the abdomen. Inhale. Exhale, relax in the face, relax in the jaw. Inhale into the heart center. Exhale, relax in the arms and the hands, the fingers. Inhale into the abdomen, the hips and the buttocks. And exhale, relax in the torso, the belly, the spine. This is a beautiful restorative yoga pose. Now taking a breath into the toes. Take that breath from the toes, down the feet, down the legs, into your hips. So taking the breath down the legs, inhale. Exhale out from the lower spine, the root chakra, as we ground to the earth's energies. Toes are reaching up to the moon. As we inhale the moon's energies down the feet and the legs, up into the heart. On each exhale, we soften and relax. I am protected. I bring in the moon's energy to balance my emotions, to align with the natural rhythm of the moon and nature. You might feel your legs starting to shake a little bit. Just keep gently breathing into the heart, gentle ujjayi, exhale from the abdomen. And we're on our feet, standing up most of the time or sitting. So this is really good to get the blood supply flowing back down into the heart, into our heart-centered moon yoga practice today. We're also working those arm and lung meridians with the arms overhead, the metal element associated with autumn. I just want you to do 3 nice deep breaths, ujjayi breaths by yourself now. We'll be quiet, silent. Inhale. And you do the exhale and inhale yourself. Imagine the moon somewhere up in the sky. And on your next exhale, release your arms. Bring your knees into your chest. Put your hands around your knees, chin to chest. Inhale into the heart. On the exhale, squeeze the buttocks. Squeeze the abdominals, bringing the knees up to the chest, up to the heart. Inhale. Exhale from the abdomen, squeezing the abdomen, squeezing the buttocks. Bringing the knees up to the heart. Release. Inhale into the heart. On the exhale, squeezing our root lock, our genitals, our abdomen, our buttocks. Exhale, release. And last time, inhale. Exhale, bring the knees up to the chest and squeeze. Exhale, release the legs. So we're going to move now into a Shavasana. So the feet around the edges of the mat, the arms, space between the arms and the body, the chin is towards the chest, the spine and neck are aligned, the jaw is relaxed, the body is relaxed. I'm now going to guide you through a gentle yoga nidra to finish the class. So here we are, lying in Shavasana. And imagine the full moon gently closing the eyes and visualize a soft silver light, moonlight, bathing your heart center. Each breath draws in compassion and calm. Each exhale releases all heaviness. Feel the heart as spacious, radiant, and in harmony with the cycles of nature. So, and we're going to say the mantra Soham, I am that, merging self with the universal rhythm. So Yoga Nidra has lots of benefits, and we'll go through those in a moment. So let's let go of Ujjayi breath now. We're just going with deep inhalation and exhale through the nose. I want you to imagine you're lying under the moon's light, the full moon. Just filling your heart with the light of life and peace and love. As we lie here, the moon's energies is vibrating through us as we connect in oneness with the earth's energies and rhythms and nature. So bringing into awareness your left toe on the left foot. Taking the breath into each of those toes on the left foot. Down to the little toe. Breathing in awareness to the soles of the left foot, the top of the foot, the heel and the ankle. Relaxing that left foot into beingness. Taking the breath now into the lower leg, the calf, the left shin, up into the knees, all around the knee, back of the knee. Taking your awareness up into the top of the left leg, the left thigh, all around the inner, the outer, the front, the back. On the exhale, let the left leg sink down into the earth in beingness. Now bringing your awareness to your right toe on the right foot. Breathing in each toe from the big toe down to the little toe. You get to the little toe and bring your awareness into your sole of your right foot, the top of the right foot, the heel and the ankle, and the ankle. On the exhale, rest in the right foot into beingness. Taking the breath up into the right calf, the right shin, the lower leg. And your awareness up into the knees, the front of the knee, the back of the knee. And taking that breath and awareness up into the top of the right leg, the thighs, the outer, the inner, the front, the back. On the exhale, totally relax the right leg into beingness. Let go. Let it sink into the earth. As the moon shines its light. Now taking your breath into the abdomen, into our lower, just below the abdomen. So basically our reproductive organs, our genitals, our hips and our buttocks. And on the exhale, deeply let them relax and sink into the earth. Taking the breath into the abdomen, let the abdomen rise. And on the exhale, deeply relax, let go. Taking the breath into the lower spine, the root chakra, beautiful red. Inhale into this chakra at the base of the spine. And on the exhale, deeply relax the lower spine. Growing roots connecting to the tree of life. Conscious being. Taking the breath now into the lower spine, that root chakra, bringing it up each vertebra of the spine to the middle, and then the upper back, the neck, lengthen the neck. And on the exhale, deeply let the spine sink down into the roots of the tree. Taking the breath into the abdomen, up into the ribs, into the heart center. Let the heart open and receive the moon's energies and light. And on the exhale, deeply relax in the torso. Taking the breath now into the heart center, allowing it to fill with the moon's beautiful silver white light. I receive love, I am love, I give love. And exhale with love in your heart. Love for those you love, your family, your friends, your partner, but also love for thy enemies and those who have hurt us. Bringing awareness into the palms of the hands, the fingers, the thumb, gently curled, feeling the aliveness in the hands, the backs of the hands, the wrists, and on the exhale, deeply relaxing the hands, breathing in to the lower arms, the elbows, and the upper arms, the branches on the tree with the silver moonlight shining on them. And on the exhale, deeply relaxing the arms. Taking the breath now into the neck, the shoulders, Taking a deep breath into the shoulders. And on the exhale, making sure those shoulders are down and away from the ears. Deeply relaxing the shoulders. Taking the breath into the right hand, the fingers, the palms of the hand, the back of the hand, or just on the left, the wrists, and taking the breath from the hands, feeling the aliveness in the right hand, taking the breath up into the lower right arm, the elbows and the upper right arm. On the exhale, deeply relaxing the right and the left arms. Branches on the tree, rooted and grounded in oneness. Now taking the breath into the back of the neck, the sides of the neck, the throat area. Resting at our throat chakra. I allow the moon's energies to awaken my creativity, to speak my truth, and to communicate clearly, to sing and be creative. Taking the breath into the back of the head, the top of the head, our crown chakra. The forehead is wide, the temples are soft. The face is relaxed. Relax the tongue at the bottom of the mouth, lips and teeth gently apart. The cheeks are relaxed, the ears. Resting at the third eye between the eyebrows. Seeing and knowing the truth. This is who we really are, this inner peace and stillness, without the constant chatter of the mind and reacting to it. And the third eye is connected to the throat, knowing the truth, speaking the truth. Bring into awareness the eyebrows, the eyelashes, the eyelids. Breathing in deep behind the eyes. Mind floating on the breath, breath leading the mind to the heart. And when you're ready, bring some movement into your fingers, toes. Maybe taking the neck gaze over to the right and the left. If you want to just stay here in Yoga Nidra, Shavasana, that's fine. When we finish the class, you can stay there if that's what is needed for you right now. Otherwise, do a little stretch and roll over onto your right side, resting your head in your right arm. Taking a breath. And coming up into sitting very slowly, nice and slowly. There we go. So we're just going to sit. As we finish off the class, I just want you to now, as you sit here, lengthen the spine, lengthen the crown. Sit on top and fold your sitting bones or on a chair. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. Just being aware of how you feel now compared to before we started the class. Bringing that awareness into our body, our mind, our spirit. So I'm just going to do some deep breathing and then we'll end the class. Taking a deep ujjayi breath into the heart as far as you can. Pause at the top and exhaling from the abdomen. Pulling in our belly, locking that energy in on the Mula Bandha root lock, squeezing our genitals, our root chakra. Release. Inhale into the heart, ujjayi, lengthening. Pause. Exhale from the abdomen, squeezing our lower abdomen and locking in the energy in the root lock. Hold it. Release. Inhale into the heart. Pause. Exhale, squeezing our genitals and lower area, locking in the energy in that root lock, and release. Bringing the palms together to the heart center. Gratitude for the breath, the practice. May the practice not only benefit ourselves but all beings. May all beings be happy and free. And we give thanks for the moonlight and the energetic vibrations of the moon. We honor the moon as we are one with nature. And we align ourselves heartically with the energies of nature. For we are not separate, we are one. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Namaste.
That was our heart centering, full moon, hatha breath-based practice. Namaste.